morning, everybody. Good evening, wherever you may be. Certainly hope you're having a real good one. Certainly hope that you guys are feeling well. Your families are doing well. Also, again, shout out. I was able to get on something called Twitter Spaces last night, and big shout out to Guapzilla. He let me on up there. He invited me, and I got to speak for about a nice little 3 to 5 minutes, and good. It was a good one. Everybody was reacting to I guess somebody, I was at work yesterday, somebody pinned an article somewhere about about this deal that's going on again, guys. I want to start out by saying this. First of all, hit that like button. Go ahead and share the video. This is a 30 frames, no lag FPS podcast. Porter Rock, we couldn't do it yesterday. Couldn't do 60 for you. We would have had all these subjects. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty comfortable saying that P Rock would have spoke on all this last night. But I pleaded with people just to let this deal work its way through. It's gonna get approved more than likely. I know what happened yesterday because I have stock in Goldman Sachs. I'm the guy who told you whatever Warren Buffett tells you to try to buy, you buy it. So he has said you buy airline stock. Why? Because people are going to travel by plane. You buy stock in what would be petroleum and stuff like that. Those fossil fuel stock, I guess you would call it that. I bought video game stock, i.e. I bought stock in both Sony and Microsoft because I use their products. So that's my advice to everybody. You use these products. But Goldman Sachs closed yesterday. A few days ago, Goldman Sachs stock was $2.99, like 89. And when I got home yesterday, because I get home after the markets close, my Goldman Sachs stock was per share was worth $313. And then I get the alert that they had sold part of their stock in Activision, and I'm going through the feelers on why they did it, and I find out that they are now feeling that this Activision deal is in jeopardy. So, but it's always been in jeopardy. So, but there's multiple reasons to sell stock and things. I'm not going to get into. I'm not a broker. You please go talk to your brokers and learn how that stuff works. But everybody was reacting to this, and I'm just pleading with people again. Just let the damn thing play itself out. Just let it. I mean, you're just looking at companies trying to negotiate. Did Microsoft do itself any favors lying or not being full disclosure to the CMA? They shouldn't have pulled Starfield and Elder Scrolls and Outer Worlds 2 off of PlayStation. The problem is, and let me make this clear. I need to make this crystal clear. The problem is Microsoft is trying to buy publishers that have published games to everybody, then make them exclusive. That's a NI. That's a negative impact. Now, Sony did not object to the Bethesda deal. That actually played long-term in their favor because they went to the CMA and they've told the Federal Trade Commission, we didn't try to block the Bethesda deal. And that's those games, that Fallout and all those games. Fallout has been on PlayStation for years. I don't know how long, but that worked. This now is working against Microsoft, them pulling these games. So, and what Microsoft's defense is like, well, they're still available on PC and we're going to try to put them on Switch again. They're not. That's true. That is true. But why are you pulling them off of other platforms and then saying, y'all need to, we're here to compete? Okay, you're competing by pulling product off shelves. That's what you're doing? No, that's what the CMA said to them. No, you're not going to do this. So at this point in time, now this could change today. This could have already changed. Microsoft did push back against it in their response. They had a 34 page response. I read the whole thing. I'm gonna go out to lunch later today with an attorney. I'm gonna give it to her, and she can just break it down for me. I'm gonna have my notes. I'm gonna be taking notes. She does not want to come on the podcast. I've asked her. She said no. I said, okay, well, how about lunch? And you kind of break it down for me. And she said, okay, lunch we can do. So that's what we're doing. All right. Big shout out to Kevin Johnson. He subscribed 3 days ago. Appreciate you, brother. Hopefully we deliver the content here for you. So what is the content for today? So let's just move on to the podcast. The content today is, once again, you had some lying-ass podcaster telling you that Callisto Protocol was going to be possibly delayed. And this because instead of them checking their sources, I want to make this clear. This person has media credentials in the space, and they won't wait for official press releases to give to their to give to the people that listen to them, because they're trying to use sensationalism to get donos. Okay, so, and we're having a dono award today, by the way. I need one brother to put $1 on the dono, because I'm trying to get these, remember those headsets? Best Buy has the Pulse 3D headset, black, the black ones, for $69.99. So, and so we need one brother to put $1 on it to make sure I can go ahead and pick that up today. And if you don't donate and Best Buy has them, I'm going to buy them anyway without your money, because I'm just kidding about the whole dono thing. So hold on. Pardon me while I whip out the old Kentucky home here. Bourbon and juice taste so good in the morning. But so we got, so now I come home. Not only does this person lie to their audience, but there's an official release, a press release from the people who make Callisto Protocol, and we're gonna go ahead and put this on the screen. I already have it on the screen because I'm such a darn good host. But let me see here. Dun dun dun. So at least the Callisto Protocol will be 60 frames per second, which I thought that it wasn't. I didn't know it wasn't going to be. But and it says it won't be delayed either. Now this is yesterday. This is at 7:45 in the evening Eastern time, I believe. It says here, now this is official from their Twitter. Okay, it says we would love to inform you all that we would love to inform you all that we will be shipping globally on December 2nd. So this means gold. I believe this statement is gold. And we can go to it. I didn't mean to do that. Okay. And it says, and yes, we'll have a 60 FPS performance mode. So it sounds like they're going to have a 30 FPS mode, and they're going to have a 60 FPS mode. So again, this whole thing is over the rat game, which I do have a question out for you all, which is a poll, which is, should I get Game Pass on PC? Because I don't have it right now. And then I can download that rat game and play it at 60 frames per second. Okay. Let me know what you all think. Says here, but I thought the rat game was going to be 60 frames. Maybe I was wrong. So says here, Gotham Knights are being locked to, it says they're being locked. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. The upcoming horror survival game will ship with a performance mode running at 60. So more than likely, this is going to be 1440p or 1080p or something like that. Everybody just needs to get ready. Remember, Foxy Games UK so shout out to Foxy Games. And also myself told you all that 30 FPS was not going anywhere, folks. I sat here in this raggedy chair that I have, my cyberpunk broken chair, and told you all that. And so it's you all in this community who have consoles, who you got to understand that your console in AMD, it is like a 6600 XT on steroids. That's what you have. And I have the same card. I have a full RDNA 2 card, and my card does ray tracing. But the first thing what happens as soon as I turn on ray tracing, you know what drops down automatically for me? Frames. I go from 60 to 30, even though I have VRR and all that kind of stuff, because I have a 32-inch monitor, 165 hertz. It's the Dell gaming monitor, curved, all that. This bitch got everything, okay? Okay, this girl's loaded, top to bottom. She, she's a 10. This is Dell's top-end gaming monitor that I have. You all got to understand that you all have decided to buy consoles, and that is going to lock you into certain things. And Mark Cerny, with his boring road to PS5 talk, specifically said, and I can't believe I remember this. He said it is up to the developers to see how they're going to leverage what the PS5 can do. And the Xbox talk, they said the exact same thing. And all these people doing this bitching and moaning aren't developers. They can't even develop pubic hair, yet they're complaining. I'm gonna say right now, go ahead and build yourself a PC. That's it. I'm sick and tired of you all, of people, maybe not you all personally, in the chat. And I'm gonna come back over to the chat here in a minute. I'm sick and tired of people being told what's gonna happen, like I told people, and then they decide not to listen. I'm tired of it. Okay? You got people lying to you all yesterday how this game that I've got up here, Callisto Protocol, was going to be delayed, and now you clearly see from the official, and you see it's got, I think this blue check mark means official. Okay? I don't know why you all listen to people like that anymore. Like, I don't. And I'm not here to say who to listen to, but why you listen to people that lie to your faces? Okay? What if if you have a child and the teacher lies to their face, are you not going to be pissed at the teacher? If you have a supervisor, if your supervisor lies in your face, are you not going to be pissed at your supervisor? If you are the supervisor and you lie to your employees, do you think your employees are going to respect you? I mean, seriously, guys, you all have got to start asking yourself some hard ass questions, man. Seriously, at this point. Now, Callisto Protocol will be available on PC. It will be available on PS5. You see it right here. And PS4. There's day one editions. I don't know if you all plan on buying it, but if you do, the game is confirmed by the developer, coming out December 2nd. And it is confirmed that it will have a 60 FPS performance mode. So all that can be, what these people were telling you yesterday, can be flushed down the toilet. And again, you all got to start challenging. It's okay to challenge these content creators. You need to understand they are trash because they cannot create without having something else. That makes them a parasite. Parasites act like that. Okay? So if you all want to listen to a bunch of parasitic content creators, be my guest. But don't sit up there and say you weren't warned for the last time. So again, Striking Distance Studios, it's probably safe to assume that there'll also be a quality mode in the Callisto Protocol that spruces up the visuals at 30. Now this right here is speculation. That whole statement is speculation because this has not been confirmed by Striking Distance, right? So this person doing this article said they'll probably have a 30 FPS visual mode. We'll have to wait and see if that's true or not. This is where I think a lot of people get messed up because they'll say, well, that's what this guy said. It's kind of like, okay, he's speculating. This is speculation that I just highlighted. It says, however, given the reaction to that particular frame rate over the past few days, it sounds like fans would rather flush it out the airlock and opt for 60 FPS options instead. What if the 60 FPS options are 1080p? You see, what my point here is that no matter what is said and given for you to purchase, there's always going to be a bitch-made fan who complains. So I'm glad the game is going to have a 60 FPS mode, but if it's 1080p, I'm not going to complain about it because I'll have a choice. Either I can play it at a higher resolution, possibly at a lower frame rate, or I can play it at a lower resolution at 60. And then you're going to have people saying, well, I'm just going to get it on PC. I got the best of both worlds. That's what they're going to say. Because for some reason, they think that these consoles can keep up with personal computers, and they can't. The hell is that noise outside? Hold on. See, sounds like a big truck out there. Says here, so the PS5 version, of course, will allow you to opt for either better visuals or improved frame rate. Whether the PS4 version will though, is up for debate. Yeah, we don't know. We don't know. A lot of native PS5 titles have offered users the choice of prioritizing either the graphics or frame rate since the system's launch. So much so that it sort of feels like a standard at this point. However, Gotham Knights and A Plague's Tale, that's that rat game, A Plague's Tale Ratquiem, prove there will be games that buck the trend. Where do you fall on this debate? Share your thoughts in the comments. Not going to do that. Oh, here's an HDMI 2.1 certified cable for 8K ultra high speeds for $14.99. That right there, yay, for all people like me that are PO and can't afford the O and the R. So what do you think? This is confirmation on this game at least having a 60 FPS mode. We know, I think God of War has been confirmed to have a 60 FPS mode. So what do you think? Are you first things first, are you buying this game? Are you buying Callisto Protocol? And if you do, what are you going to play it on? I assume, you're going to play it on PlayStation or Xbox or PC. And what are your PC specs if you play on PC? So we can start playing the PC spec game because we got major titles that are out into the wild. But let me come back over here to the chat because the chat is where all the cool kids are. And I know, shout out to Lincoln Clay. He is in the house. Shout out to Lincoln Clay. I know he's got that 490. Shout out to him. Cloud Strife says, what's good, Craig? Well, I'm doing all right, Cloud Strife. Really hope you're doing okay. Cold Blood Sensei, how you doing? How you doing? So Capono still says he's on his first cup of coffee. Also, big shout out to Andrew Wilkins, who saved me from going up to Best Buy and buying that Sony A9S TV. So shout out to Andrew Wilkins on that. He put up the big alert sign, stop in the name of love. That's what Andrew Wilkins said that day. King Brewski, how you doing, young man? How you doing? Let's see here. Jeff B. Gaming is in the house. What up? Iman the Rich Swag Lord. You know swag is an acronym, right? Well, you know that's an acronym. What's going on, though? How you doing there, young man? How you doing? Sergeant 12, what's happening? How are you? Certainly hope you and your family are doing well. We are coming in crystal clear. We're coming in crystal clear for you all. Let's see here. Who else is in the house? That's pretty much, I think we got everybody here. I think that's everybody. So, but shout out to people that are here. Turris is great. How are you doing? So, Sergeant says that is there a giveaway for the 490? Jeez, that thing's expensive. So, shout out to everybody that bought one. Turris is great. Says the PS5 is a custom 6700 XT and the Xbox One is a cut down 6800 bottleneck by its split memory. Yeah, like I said, they're on steroids. Yeah, but to me, they're closer to 6600 XTs with the way they're deploying ray tracing. The 6800 can do 60 FPS with ray tracing at 4K. So, but I mean, you're not wrong about this either. You're not wrong about it. They're both customized. So, but to me, they're customized from the 6600 XT up, which is fine. That's the equivalent of the 3060. That is the equivalent of a 3060 in NVIDIA. So Jeff Gaming says that split memory is bottlenecking the Series S. Yeah. I mean, again, people need to understand that the Series S is a 1080p machine. That's why I've said to people. Remember when they were building the Series S? I'm like, look, if they target 1440p 60 with HDR, I will buy one. I flat said that. Like, I will buy it because 1440p is the sweet spot for all these consoles. And that's just the reality. 4K is not your sweet spot. Not if you want ray tracing. You're just gonna have to take it. You're gonna have to take it up the shaft on the resolution. I'm sorry. So, Vija, what's happening? How you doing? So, said your Hollywood. Oh yeah, your fantasy football team took a hit. You lost Marquise. Oh, you did lose Hollywood. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. So, my fantasy team, I'm 4-2. I did win last week. Yeah, Joe Burrow, I think threw 2 touchdown passes. I think he threw 2 touchdown passes. So I know he threw. Oh no, he threw 3. 2 to Jamar Chase and 1 to the running back. So yeah, Joe Burrow, at least for me last week against the Saints, he did well. He got me going. So and then I used the 49ers defense. So the defense is straight up. So CRU Royalty is talking about that he played the first rat game in 1440p on PC. I thought it was okay. I mean, when I played Plague's Tale, I think on PC, I'm like, this is okay. You know, I don't like this kid crying. And then I'm like, why is this kid crying? And you all told me that he talks to the rats. I'm like, yeah, I ain't playing this no more. I mean, we got too many rats. You got the Rat King, you got Ratatouille. Now you got these kids running around from rats. I'm like, yeah, I'm ratted out. But it was a cool game. So and I know shout out to Sick Humor. He gave it, he's playing it on PC, and he said the game is fun. He gave it he said it's a good game. You know, I don't think he gave it a score because he didn't finish it yet, but he played it for like 2.5 hours. So you all can go check out his live stream. I recommend you do. So Deputy Game says he's 4-2 leading his division. Yeah, I'm tied. I'm tied for first in my division. So yeah, Sergeant 12, Twitter assumptions. Yeah, people hear things and then they run with it as it's true. You know, that's what cracks me up. And you all listen to them. I can understand a content creator saying something sensationalized. It's almost expected at this point, but the people that are listening to them, they're the problem. Those people are the problem. It's not the person that's doing it. It is the person it's the people that are listening. All right. That's all I can really say. If I tell you that I'm going to take you on if I live in Oklahoma and I say, we're going to go chase tornadoes and it's in the middle of wintertime and you give me $50 to go chase tornadoes in the middle of winter, that's your fault that you don't understand there are no tornadoes in Oklahoma in the middle of winter. So I'm always a fan of what I say. It's not official until the studio says it. I'm a big stickler on that. That keeps me out of the bullshit. And just like all this stuff going on with Bayonetta, all these people jumped on this. This woman said she was only offered $4,000. Now Bloomberg is reporting something different, and they allegedly have receipts. So now all these people from Yang Ye to Dreamcast guy, all these people are now having to say, let's wait for the entire story to come out. No, why did your bitch ass run with the story when there was no end? You have got to let the other side speak. If you didn't learn anything from the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, is that women will lie about shit. That's what everybody should have learned. So it's okay that this woman said that she was only offered this, but she got to offer proof. She has to offer proof that she was only offered that, and she didn't do that. So now all these guys that came out with that stuff saying, "Oh, this is terrible" and things like that, you all need to pause on that. When people make accusations, extraordinary claims calls for an extraordinary proof. I'm gonna say it again. Extraordinary claims you need extraordinary proof. Wait on confirmation. You have all these people crying about the CMA deal. Like people saying you will rule the day. That Sony blocked this deal. And I'm like, the deal is not blocked. The deal isn't blocked. So it's stupid to go say anything else. Sony has every right to go in front of all these regulatory boards and object to what Microsoft is doing. That is their right to do that. Now, they didn't object to the Bethesda deal, like I was saying earlier. This deal, however, they believe goes a bit too far. And they are saying, no, you're not going to take a game that was on our platform for 20 years and then offer us 3 extra years. That's bullcrap. That's what they're saying. They didn't complain when you pulled Starfield. They didn't complain when you pulled Outer Worlds 2. They did not complain when you pulled Elder Scrolls 6. No complaints. None whatsoever. They didn't like it. So this is bullshit coming out of these guys' mouth. Okay? And now you're starting to see the fear, the angst, the this actually may not happen, and guys are getting pissed off. And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for it to finish out. I'm gonna wait for it to finish out. So, but we'll move on to the next story, because the next story is actually juicy as well. Sony, with the hardware announcement of the DualSense, what is it? DualSense Pro is what it's called. The price came out yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go to Press Start Australia. Never used Press Start Australia before. Put this up on the screen. I'm going to see who just called me. I have a missed call now. My phone is in the other room. Let's see here. We'll put this on the screen and let me blow it up here so you all can start reading it. Give me 30 seconds here. We'll just put it right there. I should be back by then. So, oh. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Sorry about that, folks. Let me kind of hustle this up, though. A friend of mine's got a relative in the hospital. They're on their way over to pick me up, so we'll kind of hurry through this. Let's see here. All right, so if you plan on buying the PS5 DualSense Edge Pro controller, it'll be out January 26th, and the pre-orders go live next Tuesday for pre-orders, and it will cost $200 if you live in the United States, $315 AUD, and it will come with the controller, a braided cable, USB braided cable, 2 standard caps, 2 high dome caps, 2 low dome caps, 2 half dome back buttons, and 2 lever back buttons, connector housing, and a cool little carrying case. So I guess it's for you all if you want to make it a certain way. And I don't know how many of you all plan on buying it, because you have this controller available. You've got the God of War controller available. yeah, so I'm not sure what this would be about, and if you all plan on it, planning on buying it, I should say, what do you all plan on doing? And I for one, I've got two controllers. I don't I don't plan on. I've got the standard controller that came with the PS5, and I've got the controller that oh, you can't hear me. Let's see here. I think I went. Yeah, I had to step away. I had to return a phone call. I've got somebody I know, their relative is being taken to a hospital, so they're gonna come over here and pick me up here in about another 40 minutes. They said so. But yeah, that's all. Yeah, let me go back over here and catch back up. So yeah, I had to step away for a quick second. So I do apologize. So Sick Humor is also live. Well, cool. Shout out to Sick Humor. Is he playing that game? Let's see if Sick Humor is playing. Because I know he was playing that rat game yesterday. See here. Let's see. Here's a new one. Yeah. Oh, he's talking about the same thing. Pretty much about the same thing. So I'm going to do this then. Let me go ahead and kind of hurry through this, and then you all scurried over to Sick Humor. Shout out to Sick Humor for going live. But let's see here. $200 for a controller that's not a flight stick or steering wheel. Again, it's a pro controller. It's a premium product. Sony makes no differentials in this stuff. So they're going to tell you that they're premium, that they're a premium product. So let's see here. And what else we got here we can talk about real fast? Well, let me talk about the whole Silent Hill thing. If you all don't know that Silent Hill has a big announcement, or Konami's got a big announcement today, possibly about Silent Hill, possibly about the movie or the TV show that they're doing. I think that's going to be a whole lot of it. But it also could be the game, and the game getting released. We'll have to wait and see. I know a lot of people are excited about it, especially, you all still can't hear? You all can't hear, let me know. So Silent Hill wasn't a wet... No, apparently not. Apparently not. So, yeah, apparently not. You can't hear me. You all still can't hear me? Huh. You all should be able to hear. All right, can you... Testing. Can you all hear right now? You can now. Okay. Yeah, I did step away. That was that phone call. And yeah, that was that phone call. So you can hear. All right. So good. So Silent Hill was real. Now, if it's the TV show, I don't know if it's going to be a game. I'm not sure. There's some kind of announcement later on today, and you all can check that out. I know there's a lot of people that will be streaming it, and I certainly hope that that they're able to get you what you need, you know. And I'm excited for the people that are excited. Just do not, if it turns out only to be the TV show, because they're apparently working on a TV show or a movie, that is going to be, that would be the ultimate troll on them. That would be the ultimate troll on them. Because again, I thought the first Silent Hill I thought was sensational. I thought the second Silent Hill, that was on the PS2, I believe, and it was like a showcase of the PS2. And after that, I didn't play them. I heard mixed reviews about it. I heard Silent Hill 3 was just kind of meh. But again, you all can check that out. So that sounds like PS5 timed exclusive BioShock rumor from 2020 might. Well, we'll have to wait and see. I try to stay away from the rumor mill until Sundays. You know, I've dedicated Sunday's podcast to, I call it Speculation Sunday, Speculations and other, I call it Speculations and Spaceship Sundays, and all the rumors that have been talked about for the whole week, can be talked about, because I try to stay away from the rumors. So, but people ask me questions like through email, things like that. So, according to the leak, Silent Hill is exclusive to PS5. Again, we'll have to wait and see. See, that's the thing. I'm trying to stay away from all that speculation. We'll have to wait and even see if it's even about the game. It may be about the TV show movie. Okay? So we'll definitely have to do that. So, yeah, I just want to let you know. But I will, I'm going to have to end this because, like I said, a friend of mine, they are on their way over here to pick me up and run to the hospital with them. So I definitely want to check that out, make sure everything is kosher. But yeah, so we got the Silent Hill thing. We'll talk, what I'll do is I'll come back on later tonight and or Friday, and we'll just kind of pick up where we were. I know this is a little short podcast. I didn't expect that kind of a phone call this early. So I will talk to you guys later. Have a good one. Enjoy the says a big L for if it's exclusive. Well, if it's about the game at all, it's exclusive. I guess it will be. But if it is exclusive, it'll be timed. It may be some kind of timed exclusivity, and then when it comes off of that, they'll be like, "Well, it's going to go to Game Pass in a year, so we don't care." So I mean, I would stay away from that kind of crazy. So we'll have to wait and see, though. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see how much Sony does. But I will talk to you guys later. I do want to start getting ready for this, for what could be here. May not be anything, but being rushed, I'm sure, to the hospital, I'm sure you can understand that's distressful. That's why I'm jumping off. So I will talk to you all later. You all have a good one. I'll check back in on you. Peace.